What is going on, people? The update just hit on the Taiwan server, and I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Although I think that I'm okay with it, and I'm gonna try to explain why. But before we get into all of that, I don't really have like a developed account in this server, so we're just gonna have to go with a new one. But let's go ahead and read what this all came with. So the update hit just today, and here are the update notes. Okay, new construction slash research set helper automatically assigns equipment with the highest construction slash research speed boosts and prompts you to switch sets before any such projects. Now, this is interesting because I don't really know exactly how this is going to work, especially since I don't really have any sort of developed account here. But the way that I'm reading it is before you actually research something or you build something, the game is going to prompt you into actually equipping the right gear, whether it's construction or research, and it'll do it for you. I mean, this is the way that I'm reading it anyway, which means that if you do have the quick swaps, more than likely you'll have a construction set and a research set, unless you're just maxed on all of them and you don't use them at all. But those accounts are not the norm, right? So for the most part, you'll have a construction set and a research set, or just you don't have the quick swap. So in that case, you're kind of screwed. But if this is true, basically what this is going to do, not only is it a quality of life update because it's just going to make it so much better, you're going to probably be caught on construction gear or research gear less often, but it's going to free up 2 spots that you can go ahead and do something else with your quick swaps. Now, please don't go making weird sets that nobody should be using, like an infantry cavalry set or cavalry range set. Please don't do that. Don't do that. If you don't have a gather set, make a gather set, a speed set, etc. Just please. So if this is the way that I'm reading it and it's the correct way, I find that very, very nice. And I really, like I've been saying for the last 2 updates, I really like how they keep going down the quality of life updates, because that's what really keeps people enjoying the game and playing and not feeling it being tedious. So I really, really enjoy that. Here's the next thing. New squad report. Reports turf developments that occurred while you were away. Now, I'm guessing that this is if you were researching something, if you were building something, training something, etc. When it's done, it'll actually like tell you the next time you log in, instead of like, oh man, what was I constructing again? I don't remember. What was I researching again? I don't remember. Like, maybe it's not the case for some of you. Like, obviously, you'll know what you're researching if it's a 60-day research or a very long building, etc. But for the most part, especially newer accounts that you have things that are only lasting 3 hours, 5 hours, 8 hours, this could be a good way to like keep you on track. Like, oh, right, that's what I was doing. This is what I should be doing. So that's okay. I mean, it probably won't impact most of you in any sort of way, but especially in the early game, I could see that being pretty nice. I just hope that there's maybe a way to turn it off. I feel like, because if you don't need it, but regardless, I mean, what's another message? It is what it is. Now here's where it gets here's where it gets a little interesting. Okay, new research. We got new research. We all knew that there was more research coming. I mean, come on. We know that more research is coming. We know that more trees were coming. But what I did not expect was for them to actually add on to the military tree. Not military 2, military 1, meaning where the T4 unlocks are. So, yeah. If anything, I was expecting a whole new tree. But I guess they went with just adding into a already existing tree. So, troop counter boosts. Let's take a look at this, okay? Because I took a look at this earlier, and so like I said, it's the military tree, the first one, And it's all the way after T4. So now we have Furious Durability, Offense, and Defense. This is not new per se. It's a new thing that you have to research, but this is already in a different tree. All it does is basically give you 10% HP, attack, and defense while you're in Fury. I believe this is part of Military Command. Let's see. Yeah, right here. So this is something that's already in the game as far as like this research. But yeah. So the first one is 86,000 might here. Does this follow that? 86,000. Oh, wait. 86,000 might. Let's see. 18,000 might. So this is definitely way less might. So that's kind of curious. Are they all the same? Let me see. 18 in 32. Huh. So this is definitely giving you less might than the original Furious Offense. And wait, this is Furious Offense 1, 2, and... Wait a minute. Shouldn't that be 2? Oh, they made this into 2. Okay. So basically the one that was already in the game, they made it 2. And this is just going to be 1. So I'm thinking that maybe, this is just me being hopeful, that maybe this is going to be much cheaper than the original Furious Durability and Offense, etc. Because this is 1, not 2. But I guess that's still to be determined, right? But that's not even the highlight of it. After you finish this, then you get this bad boy. Ranged, cavalry, counter boost, and then etc. Cavalry, infantry range, etc. Here's how this is gonna work. Increases damage dealt by infantry units to enemy range units, and decreases damage dealt by enemy range units into infantry units. So basically it means that when you counter somebody, you're gonna hurt them much more. I don't know if that's the way that I would have gone about it, because if you're already countering them, you're already going to hurt them big time. So I don't know why they're trying to boost this. If anything, what would have made more sense is actually the other way around. Like, if you get hit by infantry, your ranged troops takes less damage. You know, that's what would make some sense anyway. But, I guess... Now, and by the way, it goes all the way up to 30%. Each one. So with this research right here, you're probably going to be able to take rallies much better, especially if you can counter them. So 30% boost is a lot. So you're going to be seeing rallies hurting much more, especially if they start phalanx checking you and they know exactly what phalanx you're in. If they catch you like in a cavalry phalanx and they send range with this range cavalry counter boost and that extra 30% now, oh my god, you're going to be hurting. So we got new research along with a quality of life update. I don't really know exactly how much this is going to be, but one thing that I did notice, don't let this slide, right? Furious Offense, I don't see any tomes, but remember, sometimes the first couple don't have tomes, and then by the time you reach like level 5, they do. So we'll see if this is research that you can do without tomes, but once you get to the counters, there is the tomes. So it's still unclear as to how many tomes you will need. I guess we'll see when it actually hits the main server and people actually research it. But the first one being 17, it's kind of like, that's kind of low. So hopefully it's not more than maybe like a couple of thousand. But yeah, more research, more tomes to be expected. And then just to touch up on the very last thing, which I love because this is the step in the right direction. Optimized, oh no, that's the next one, but adjusted army limit. Hunting parties will no longer take up a spot. This is great because, as you guys may know, when it's like Guild Fest or you're doing something and all your armies are out and then your energy is getting filled up and you're like, man, I can't hunt because I have no free army. Well, now you can gather all your armies and hunt even if you don't have that extra army. So this is a step in the right direction for hunting. The next thing you gotta do, IGG, is make sure that I can actually pick how many times I want to hit a monster. If I want to hit it times 3, let me pick times 3. Don't give me no times 1 in a max hit. If I want to hit times 5, let me hit times 5. Anyway, but, you know, in the future, really, really, really hope that comes in the future. And then for the very last thing, optimize anonymous guild gift settings. Guild gifts and bonus chests have separate settings. I'm guessing that this just means that if you want to be anonymous in your bonus chest, you don't have to be anonymous in your guild gifts. So if you want to be anonymous as to what you buy, but not be anonymous as to what you're hunting, I guess that's going to have separate settings. So that way you don't have to actually, you know, change it every time. I don't know why this really matters. Outside of, like, the people that are spending an obscene amount and they don't want people to know. But, like, we already will know what... I don't know. It's kind of like... It's whatever. It's whatever. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think. I feel like this is still a step in the right direction. I know that most of you will say, oh, it's pay to win, blah, blah, blah. But this game has been pay to win since launch. So, if this is the only research that they're adding... that's better than a whole new tree, okay? I'm just saying. I'm just trying to look at it in a positive manner because we still got quality of life stuff that'll make us play the game a lot easier and better. So that's just my point of view. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. I'll be waiting to see what you guys think. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching, and until later. Bye.